guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp with the Limp, and I'm here with one that's just a little bit different for you. I have got the Kickstarter for Battletech. This is their Mercenaries Kickstarter that actually just came in. And I have never filmed Battletech for this channel, but I've always wanted to. I've painted some of the minis, and when I saw them doing this Kickstarter, I couldn't resist. I was like, okay. And it took a while to deliver. I want to say it took a couple of years for them to finally deliver this thing, but it is all finally shipping out now. Mo is getting his, should be coming in today, actually. He should be getting his box. But I got the basic pledge, which has the Mercenaries like main box, and then it had an assortment of these. And these, for the most part, are random. So it's random, and then these two actually had definite things in it. And there were a couple other small little things that came with the Kickstarter. There was a selection of posters. So it came with a selection of small little bonus items. These posters were one of the things that came with it. 3 posters, actually really nice. They're not glossy, so the light doesn't really shine off of them. And they're thick enough that it doesn't feel like they're going to tear. Have to find a place to hang those up. Plus it came with this little battle coin and a nice little case. Right, and it's actually hefty, nice, and a couple of dice that at first I was like, they look kind of chintzy, but once you actually pick them up and put them in your hand, they got some heft to them. They're actually quite nice, and they're kind of like dealer dice, craps dice. They've got those sharp edges on them that you would see in a craps table type dice. So I really like these, actually. So other than that, we're going to take a quick look at the boxes, and we'll do an unboxing for these random ones, see what all's in there. I went ahead and cut the tape on all of them, but other than that, I haven't opened them, so this way we can all find out together if I got good stuff or if I got bad stuff. I don't know, do these salvage boxes tend to have like good things in them, or do they put like the cheap crappy minis in them? You guys will have to tell me. I am not that tuned up when it comes to Battletech, so I don't know how those salvage boxes work. I do kind of like the idea of, gambling on one, but if you're looking for a specific mini, you'd rather get that. And then what if you keep getting like the same ones? Do they do that like Magic card decks do? You'll have like half of it just being like commons that are crap and not really worth anything. Oh, this is nice. Look at this. Oh, okay, so it's going to have a little peg to put up on its flight stand. That is a nice mini. I like that. And what's this thing called? The Visigoth. The Visigoth Aerospace Fighter. And that's pretty damn big, actually, for a fighter. It's about the size of one of those mechs. All right. Looks nice. And I'm going to have to figure out how it goes back in. And there we go. So that was a definite one, and I know these are definite ones. These are Savannah Masters. So there should be, what, 2 of them? 4 of them. 4 of them in here. All right, let's see what we got. And of course, there's cards in each one of these. And look at this. This is not good. It should not look like that. All right? Look at the card. It's all bent up. The box is a little too small for the cards to fit in there properly, and it's causing them to get bent. No. That's bad. That's bad, Catalyst. I had to turn to make sure I was saying the right name. Catalyst, no. We don't put our cards in so they bend, right? This irritates the customer when they see this coming out of the box. No bueno. Points deducted. All right, it said there was 4. Oh, there's like 2 per base. Look at these things. They're tiny. They're tiny little things. They're little dots. Little dot hover tank. Look at that. See if we can get it focused in. All right, so 2 of those per base, but it says 4 of them. I'm sorry. If it's 4, it should be 4 bases, because this is 2, right? You get 4 Savannah Masters. No, you get 2 Savannah Masters because you've only got 2 bases, and you're going to have 2 per base. So you can really only field them as 1. So that's 2 things of Savannah Masters, 4 individual ones. But all right, so we have 3 of the red ones, which are just salvage boxes and 1 legendary box. So we're going to do this first. And don't worry, I'm going to open this big one too. But let's figure out what all we got here. Did I miss a box? I missed a box. I missed a box. So let's cut it and open it. Here we go. Thought I'd cut all the boxes before we started, but no big deal. What do we got in the box? What's in the box? It's not going to be a head this time. You should definitely watch that movie if you haven't. All right. And at least these cards aren't bent. So I guess the box is a little bit bigger. All right. So that's the mech that we got. And I don't think I have that one. What is this? The Shadow Hawk. This looks like a medium. This looks like a medium mech. Yeah, that's definitely a medium. It's not going to be a heavy. And it's definitely not a super heavy. So this has to be a medium. It's too big for a light. But, yeah. The Super Hawk 2C. And you can see all the little stats that are on that thing. Okay. We're starting with a medium one. I can deal with a medium one, but I want big. I want all big. Well, I mean, you got to have some small ones. You can't play with just the big ones. I've actually printed out a super heavy, like super heavy, takes up 4 hexes mech to use in my Battletech game. But you guys will see that when I play it. All right. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Oh, light mech, you. And not even mention you. I think I've already got this one. You suck. Locust. Yeah, I think I've already got a Locust. This looks very familiar. I think I've already gotten that one. But I don't remember there being a cannon on the top of its head, so this might be different. Roll as a striker. Come on, let's stop with this. So we got a small and a medium mech. No, I want big. I want big. All right, last chance on the random mechs here before we hit our legendary one. Come on, big. And I think this is going to be another small one. Oh no, what is this? Look at that. Looks like a garbage can. That looks like the, what do you call him? The Thumper or something. That first mech. What do we call this guy? This is a Jaeger mech. That has to be, I don't know. That probably is a medium. I think it's just a bit small to be a heavy. I know there's something on here that would tell me where it is, but size 3. That has to be a medium. Because I think that wouldn't be big enough to be a large. You can tell I'm not super familiar with Battletech yet, since I can't just know it right off of looking at it, but that's fine. I'm sure someone will say in the comments what the deal is. All right, here we go. Legendary box. Come on, give me something good, something yummy, something big. I want to go big. Okay, this is big. All right, I like the look of that one. A lot of guns on that. I like the head. Look at that. Those are those would be lasers, and this would be PPCs, I think, for the weapons. This is the DVS2 Devastator. This says it's a size 4. So yeah. That's what I'm thinking. This one, that one we just looked at, would have to be a heavy, and this is like a super heavy, like an Atlas or something. Oh yeah. Roll Juggernaut. Yes, that's what I like to hear. Big rolls, big money, big guns. Everything like that is always good. And it looks like it's got missile pods there on the shoulders too. Okay. Yep, this is my favorite. I'm glad that the legendary box had good looking stuff in it. All right, and before we open up our last big box, there was one other thing that came with the game, and it is this one, the Timberwolf. This is a 4-inch model. Now, obviously, you can't use this in the game. This is just a cool showpiece that you can paint up, but this one is just a thing of beauty. I mean, look how big that is. 4 inches compared to their regular sizes. And just to show you guys, because I want to brag real quick, I actually already have the Timberwolf regular mini that I have already painted up. And I gotta say, I think I did all right. I mean, my paint jobs aren't the best, but I got a nice little camo scheme going on him. You see his guns there and his missiles marked out. So I think he came out pretty well. So that's your 4-inch model. This is the one that you're going to use in game. This is just, put on your table. So I'm probably going to try to recreate this paint scheme onto this. That way I can put it up on my shelf. All right, so that's all the extra stuff that comes with it. Let's see what we got in the main box, the main Mercenaries box. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at those. Look. Oh, big ones. I like big. We always got to go big. I like that one. Oh, that's going to be a crowd favorite. Look at that thing. Wait. Oh, no. They gave me the same one twice. Look. Look. That's the one that I pulled out of here. Oh, gave it to me again? Seriously? No. Damn. I was so happy with that Legendaries box, and now I've got doubles. I mean, I guess it's fine to have doubles. You can run more than one of something. You're not exactly limited, but you're not going to run that many super heavy, like Juggernaut level battle mechs. You're going to run a varied selection. So unless I'm playing a big game, I'm not going to have a couple of those things in there. Damn. I was happy. The one that I really want that I haven't been able to get yet is the, the King Crab? It kind of has the flat top and like arm guns on the thing. I think that's the name of it, King Crab. It's one that I've been trying to track down for a little while because I really like the look of it. But all these actually do look really nice. Nice and hefty too. And these, I have no idea what these things are, but we've got a few of them. They look like the hover tanks, the Savannahs that we saw earlier, but they're just bigger versions of them. So we got a couple of those really big ones, and then a couple of these smaller ones. Does it have treads? Yeah, this has tank treads. So these are actual tanks with a gun on it. So that one's a hover, like those Savannahs. These are actual tanks. So we've got eight battle mechs, Battletechs, battle mech, whatever. A couple of tanks and a couple of the hovery things. And then I'm assuming rules and whatnot for the game. This, I think, is a short story. Yeah, short story for it. And actually, if you want like the books and stuff for Battletech, keep an eye on the Humble Bundle stuff, the choices, because my brother was able to let me know about a bundle they had going on. And it was a huge amount of books. I forget how many, but it was all in PDF format, but a huge amount of the books. And we're talking about the books that are associated with like gameplay, so scenarios and different missions and rules and expansions and campaigns and all that crap. And I think some storybooks as well, but they might put that in there occasionally. You can find a good deal on all the books. So we got a huge amount of cards. Lame dice. Now look at these versus those. We don't use those. We're going to use our cool dice, man. So, that one goes on the other side. A few different types of cards. And as soon as I get some more of these painted up, definitely I want to paint up these. Big boy, a few of these. And we'll battle some of these Mercenaries. See how it is. Oh, look at this. All right, so the rules for it. Chaos Campaign, Mercenaries. I've been watching the videos online where they just go into the stories for hours about the lore behind all of this. And I'm still not well-versed enough to know it all. Now, the thing is, though, is Battletech has two different ways to play it, though. You can play it the in-depth way where you get into these, and then there's the Alpha Strike version where all this is streamlined into a much quicker form of gameplay, so you're not sitting there knocking off, hit bubble for arms and legs and whatever piece that takes the damage. It speeds up gameplay, but it takes out a lot of that depth that you get in Battletech. What is a primer? Okay, this is the lore stuff that I was talking about. The Space League and this group and that house and all the other crap that's going on with it. Soldiers of Fortune, since they're all mercenaries. Wolf's Dragoons, Kellhounds, Eridani Light Horse, Grey. Ooh, I like that. Grey Death Legion. Sounds like the Grey Knights. All right, yeah, I like that. Oh, look at this. Now, see, you can see the difference. See how glossy this is? It's hard to hang something like this poster-wise up because it absorbs all the light with all that shiny. But a huge map. I'm not going to unfold all this yet. Map showing all the different regions of space. And we've got some counters with foot soldiers, some mechanized, looks like some type of walker or artillery piece, and then more of those vehicles except as tokens instead. The tanks and the hover tanks, and what was that, a long gun with a little train behind it? MG Nest, I like that. All right. And we've actually got a couple of these. Oh, and they're double-sided for different types of terrain. I like that. Some buildings, parts cache, flatbed trucks, infantry. That's something I actually don't have yet either. There's miniatures for all the infantry that you can get, like the infantry wearing like the mech suits and things. So I definitely want to see if I can get some of those. That and the king crab, and my collection will be complete enough. I like this little mounted player aid that tells all the stats for all the different types of weapons. And this is the buildings and light tanks and all that other good stuff. Infantry emplacements down here, like MG Nest, light emplacement. Okay, yeah, I like that. All the stats in one place. And what is this for? Okay. Contract sheet record. Don't know what it is. Looks like it's set up for dry erase though, with the coating on it. You guys have to let me know what that's used for. And we've got another one, campaign flow chart. So for carrying on a campaign, contract steps, SP activity table cost. No clue. Haven't run a campaign in Battletech. Want to though. Got to get into this. Oh, we got some maps. Yay. We got 2 tiny little maps. Oh, come on here. You guys could do better than that. But I already have a few paper maps as it is. And it doesn't matter if you play Alpha Strike, you're not using the hexagonal maps anyway. So you have to choose between that. If you play Alpha Strike, you can just play it on like your normal wargaming terrain. But if you play full-on Battletech, then you're going to need this. That is everything that comes with the Mercenaries Kickstarter. And like I said, this is the base Kickstarter. There were extra levels. You could order extra boxes, extra salvage packs, extra this, that, and the other. I didn't think I needed all that. I think I was good with just the box itself and the few little extra minis. It's going to take me a little while to paint those guys up. But I do want to get them painted and run a game or two of some Battletech. Maybe start with some Alpha Strike, since it's a little bit easier to get into. And then maybe try some full-on Battletech where it's a little more in-depth. But yeah, this little Kickstarter actually wasn't all that much. I want to say it was like $70 or $75, something like that. For the Kickstarter, but of course it went up in cost as you added in the salvage packs, and that's something I've noticed. There's the boxes you can get that have 4 or 5 Battletechs in it, the battle mechs, and those back in the day you could get. I saw them sometimes on sale for $15 or $20 a box, and now they're anywhere between like $25, $30 to $40, $50 a box. So unfortunately, the costs on those have gone up tremendously. All right, but you guys stay tuned. I'm going to paint some of these up in the background while I cover a few other things. And then once I get a few painted, we'll play some Alpha Strike and see how it works. All right, that's going to be it for me. Y'all take care. I'll catch you in the next one.